Good day, everyone. My name is Tawfiqa Ahmed, and I'm in SS3D. I'd like to start my speech off with a story about how plans change, a story about how something seemingly small could change everything. This story starts in the TEDx classroom. When I first walked into the TEDx classroom, within 2 minutes of being there, I already decided a topic. It was a topic I was violently passionate about, and it was also the first topic for one of my first ever speeches. But as the saying goes, man proposes and God disposes. Unfortunately, 2 weeks before the TEDx event, I felt sick. And at first, I didn't take it seriously. It was something seemingly small, a sore throat. I thought it was just a common cold. But little did I know that something that started off as a common cold would turn into an MRI scan, an ultrasound, multiple x-rays, 13 different needles shared between both my arms, about 9 cannulas, an uncountable amount of drips, injections, and drugs, and even an oxygen tank. Now, you all must be wondering why I'm telling you all this, and what it has to do with my topic of today. Well, during my stay in the hospital, I had a roommate. It was a mother and her 2-year-old son. This mother had just found out that her son was a sickler, and she came to my mother to seek advice, seeing her as a fellow mother of a sickler. At first, I found her extremely annoying. She was asking the most obvious questions, stuff like, what do they eat? Or how much will I have to go to the hospital? And I was just like, what is she talking about? It felt so obvious to me. This is when I realized that a lot of people are lacking in knowledge about sickle cell anemia. So I decided that I would use whatever platform I had, however small it would be, to spread awareness about my condition. I am a sickler. I have a disease or a condition called sickle cell disease, otherwise known as sickle cell anemia. Sickle cell disease is a group of disorders. It is red blood cells have a hemoglobin, a protein which carries oxygen, and healthy red blood cells are round. They travel through the blood vessels and deliver oxygen to different parts of the body. But with someone like me with sickle cell anemia, the hemoglobin is abnormal, which causes it to become hard, sticky, and look like a C-shaped farm tool called a sickle, hence the name sickle cell. Now, sickle cell anemia is in black and white. There is not one specific way. In fact, there are several different types of sickle cell anemia. But the most common types of sickle cell anemia include HBSS, which is when a child inherits the S hemoglobin from both their parents, causing sickle cell anemia. And another type is HBSC, which is what I have, and it's when a child inherits the C hemoglobin and the S hemoglobin from each parent. Now, there's actually a strange mystery about my life. My sister, who is also a sickle cell, has HBSS, and both my parents claim that they are AS, which rings true when you look at all their children. So I really don't know where my hemoglobin C came from. And in every single blood test I've done, the result always comes back the same, HBSC. So I don't know where the C came from. There are many other different types of sickle cell anemia, but if I was to go in depth into it, this would turn into a biology classroom. So I have to move on. Sickle cell anemia is actually a rare disease, which actually came as a shock to me because it seems like every other person knows someone that's a sickler or has a sickler in their family. So I was really shocked. But would you believe me if I told you that there are less than 100,000 cases in Nigeria per year of sickle cell disease? Which actually explains why there are so many misconceptions and stereotypes about sicklers. Like we lack motivation, we have no will to live, we're lazy, we're not strong, and we can't do things. And the most common is we die young. Well, yes, I am a sickler, but I'm not lazy or lacking in motivation. Actually, I motivate the people around me. Yes, I'm a sickler, and you can see my bones through my skin. Yes, I'm a sickler, and I have sickle shaped cells that cluster up in my blood to cause me pain. Yes, I'm a sickler, and I can't carry my own weight despite not having much of it. But yes, I'm a sickler, and I can talk in front of large crowds. Yes, I'm a sickler, and I can achieve averages higher than my peers. Yes, I'm a sickler, and I can dance, I can run, I can have fun, I can paint, I can cook, I can. I can do anything, and you can too. Embracing our theme of this year, I want you to ignite a flame of passion, a flame of confidence in yourself, a flame of I can and I will. And I want you to douse and remove any thoughts of doubt in your mind and from your heart, because you are your only limitation. And to all my sicklers out there, I do not want you to ever feel like you're less than anybody just because you have sickle cell anemia. If you can do anything any normal person can do, if not better. My name is Tawfiqa Ahmed. I am a sickler. I have sickle cell disease, and I am different. But whoever said different was a bad thing. Thank you.